Welcome to our Emerald Pools hike in Zion National Park. You're in the right spot. Stay tuned as you see our failed attempt at Angel's Landing, but in the process, we found the best hike for families in Zion.
All right, so this morning we're walking to a visitor center at Zion National Park, and we're gonna do Angel's Landing today. We were waiting for the bus outside the Whiptail Grill, right outside where we're staying. It never came, so taking a 0.4 mile walk. All of us will go up to about Scout Lookout. Dane, Devin, and myself will go and do the Angel's Landing. So we have to have a permit from Scouts Lookout to the Angel's Landing. We're not able to get on that until afternoon. It took 2 hours to get up the switchback, wait our turn, get into the Angel's Landing section of the hike. 45 minutes, hour round trip. We are expecting some higher winds later today. There's the bus. Of course.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Very good. Have a great day.
Thank you very much. Feels good, huh? Morning.
Everything was going so smoothly until it didn't. This is where my plans failed. We got to the grotto, made it across the bridge, and was hiking along the trail, and all of a sudden we come across a ranger checkpoint. Well, I didn't expect that ranger checkpoint to be there. They asked for anybody that was hiking the Angel's Landing to show their permit. Well, we had the permit, but it didn't start until noon, and we had got there at 9. My original plan was to actually start the hike early, take our time going up Walter Wiggles, which is the switchbacks, and then getting to the point where West Rim Trail and the Angel's Landing spun off. So at that point, I had expected to be there at noon, and then they would check our permits at that time, and me and the boys would continue hiking on to Angel's Landing. But they wouldn't let us pass that checkpoint. So that just derailed me completely.
Your perfect plans.
I had checked the weather, and this was going to be the perfect weather window the entire time we were in Zion. We had permits for Saturday and we had permits for Sunday just to make sure that we would be able to hike it, and Saturday was the day. But without them letting us pass, we weren't able to get there. Well, this sent me into a tailspin.
No! God, please, no!
I was ready to call it off. I was done. I went inwards. I completely shut down.
Not an exaggeration. If you haven't figured out, Darrell is the planner in the relationship and I am the go with the flow. So curious, what are you, planner or go with the flow? Team Darrell, Team Cherie, leave it in the comments below.
Let us know if any other couples are like that.
In everyday life, it's really good that you're one and I'm the other. But in this instance, plans did not go as planned, which upset you, which sucked the fun out of the day, which upset me.
Fun sucker. Oh.
And it was really our first fight in this 4 weeks of traveling at this point.
We actually went back to Zion Lodge and just sat there. There's an opening green space, and we just kind of like, Cherie and I are separated at this point. The boys, some of the boys with her, some of the boys with me, and I just didn't know what to do. I was like devastated.
Looking back, this was really the first time in 4 weeks of traveling that things didn't go as planned, which is laughable now because after almost a year on the road, almost nothing has gone to plan.
Not really anything.
Here's the thing though, I look back on this hike very fondly because not only was it an epic hike for families, but that epic fight was really a turning point in this adventure. At the time, there were tears, there was lots of, forget it, let's just pull the plug on this whole adventure and go back to Boise.
I was ready to go at that point. That's how much of a tailspin I went into. It took me a while to recover, and after we decided to change our plans and do emerald pools, it was about a mile into the hike before I actually started to decompress and start to enjoy the hike.
Wow! 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 All I can say is wow!
And that wasn't the last time that happened. In RV life, you're always thinking about, what the heck are we doing? Should we just pull the plug? That would seem the easiest. But the next day, after all that hardness, something magical happens and you just have the greatest time in life. It's some of the highest highs and lowest lows.
This Emerald Pool hike, as we were looking back at footage and reliving that really hard time, it's almost been a metaphor for the whole 1 year on the road. We make plans, they get derailed, and then through it all, we see God's blessing in it and His perfect timing over our lives and our plans.
With all that disappointment behind us, let's get into the why you're here. Emerald Pools hike. The best hike that we actually found for family in Zion National Park.
Wait, is that coming all the way? What? It's coming from all the way over there.
I know, that's awesome.
Weird. You're gonna get soaked if you go over there.
Yeah, we're doing it. Under the waterfall, are you ready?
Oh, the railing's slick.
It is slippery.
That was cool.
What do you think, Devin?
That's cool.
Oh, it got on my hat!
Aren't you glad you came?
Yes! It's a wine shower.
All right, let's keep going, see if we can find some more.
Vlogging. You're so sweet. Where? Where?
Oh, he is. Come
Where?
down. Just come over here.
Come down. Just come down.
Right there.
You're done doing a video?
Okay. Oh no, you'll get a video soon enough coming over the rock.
There's a waterfall.
Keep your mouth closed.
Mom is what?
Found where they filmed Let Move Clean. We went off that ledge, came all the way down here into these. This one's smiling at you.
If you're wondering where we stayed at, this was Zion Canyon Resort. It also had its highs and lows, but the best part was how close it was to the entrance of Zion National Park. The worst part was how close you were to your neighbors.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Tune in next week to find out if we actually did Angel's Landing.